Hello everyone, my dear friends. So today we are back once again with a great topic, and this time it is really amazing because we are going to learn a lot of things, my dear friends. So today's topic we are going to discuss about the web development roadmap and how things are coming up into this market and how new things comes into the market, how we bring lots of excellence into this. So we will come to know a lot of things over here, my dear friends. So without any further delay, let's start it. So what we are going to do today, let's focus. So we are going to learn a lot about web development stack today. Okay, how web development comes into the market, and if you are a developer and today you are standing here and you need to go here, for example. So for those things, what all steps you need to do so that you can come here, we'll understand those entire gaps so that at the end of the day you can able to make a great change and great impact within that. Let me introduce, I'm Arkia. I'm having more than 7 plus 5 years of entire experience in the front-end technologies. Along with that, I have worked with different other technologies also. So I'll bring all my experience and expertise into this presentation so that you can learn a lot from me. Without wasting a single minute, let's focus. Okay. So yes, let's see the agenda that we are going to do today's day. Okay. So we are going to learn about the roadmap that we should follow in the year 2023. Okay, and we will also come to know that how does different website works in the browser, like how website works in the browser and what all things are happening behind the scene in the browser. A lot of things happening, the browser is a very big topic. Okay, so we'll cover a few things over here. We'll come to know that why do we need framework, right? Like initially we were happy with HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, these all things we used to write earlier days, but suddenly why we need this framework, right? So we will come to know these all things, and some of the popular frameworks are React, Angular and Vue. We'll also come to know about them, like a quick 1-2 minute differences between React, Angular and Vue will be also explained as a part of this topic. And also we'll have a live demonstration, yes, live demonstration of the powerful virtual DOM, my dear friend. It's a very important topic that React covers. We'll come to know about that as well. So what next? And at the end of the day, the way market is defined, we need to shape ourselves in such a way so that we can bring a lot of new things, right? Because see, market gives us the different opportunities, and from there we get the revenue, company gets projects, we developers are paid, there are testing teams, there are different BAs, product masters, scrum master, and a lot of things going on. So market analysis is a very important thing. So market analysis is very important, right? Because from there only sales comes, and because the sales comes, we get money from here. So we need to know what market is expecting, and different market analysis we will do, like large scales market, small scales market, medium scales market, and what all tech stack they are using. So basically we'll cover all the front end aspect today in this video, the scope of this video. Okay, and being a developer, what should be your relationship with the programming languages? Like we should handshake with different programming languages, correct? Then only we can do a great thing, correct? So I'll make you fall in love with all those great concepts. Believe me, till the end of the video you'll learn a lot of things. So we'll learn those kind of relationship that a developer should have with different type of programming languages. Okay, and mark this date. I'm recording this video around 12:48 AM at my time. So it is going to be awesome thing. I have just finished up my office works and some personal project works and a lot. So it's going to be a great, it is going to be a lengthy video around 15 to 20 minutes, but I'll cover a lot of things over here. At the end I'll have homework for you also. I'll come to this slide once again at the end. Okay, so let's start. So what is the web development path? So let's open some websites. Okay, Flipkart is opened over here. So if you see any website, so there is some search bar, there is some carousel into it, this is the carousel we call it, right? Some sliding image, there are some categories, links, different products are there. So this is the skeleton of it, like how it is divided. There is some cards, some nav bars, some other things are coming. These all things are happening, correct? So we call it the structure of it. And how we can see the structure? If you right click and inspect, you can right click and inspect, and you can see and that the structure is shown over here. in the elements tag, you can see the structure. So it starts with the HTML, head tag, body tag. See, once I hover the body, is just showing the shadow over whole body, correct? And there are different other things are there, correct? So these are stacked one after another. Like if I remove this container from this DOM, it will be deleted. See, Flipkart is gone. Like it's not gone, I just removed that. I just wanted to make you explain that. So this guy, this element, that this is the tree. So whatever is there, that is getting displayed or painted over the browser. And because of those painting, we can come to know that how things are displayed over here. For example, let's see another magic. It's not a magic. Like for example, like there is another section of it. So I just inspected this section, right? So if I hover over here, see the shadow, the cursor is showing over here, correct? So because of this tree structure, this camera is painted over here. So we can see that camera, correct? So if I remove from this DOM, it will be gone. See, it is gone, correct? It's correct. So we can say that whatever the structure is painted in the browser element tags, how it is stacked over one after another, depending on that, the entire DOM structure is made, correct? So we need to understand that, okay? And so if I hover over here, let's cross this one. Okay, so see, if I hover, some vibration kind of effect is happening, correct? So this is kind of presentational layer. How we can make it very good, or in terms of presentation and all, okay? And now only structure and presentation will not make our day, correct? We need to have some action, correct? Like if I click on the login button, it will ask me that with what mobile number, or I mean if I type my email ID, it will ask for a password, right? So this kind of things, we call it action, right? So if I come to the slide once again, you can see that any website can be built using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So HTML is for what? Presentation. Sorry, HTML is for structure. Structure, we saw that, right? In the DOM tree, you have seen how one after another it is stacked, and we used to delete the structure. The camera used to be deleted from the page, right? We have seen the structure part. And CSS is for the presentation, like some animation effect, or how responsivities or different kind of style, some border areas, margin padding, these all things, right? And JavaScript is for behavior. Correct? For behavioral parts, JavaScript is there, correct? So now, so if these three things like HTML, CSS and JavaScript used to do a lot of things for us, then why we need a framework? Why we need a framework, and why we are learning these all things? Angular, React, Vue, why do we need to learn all these things? Is it needed? Why? That's the $1 million questions. Why do we need the framework? Yes, my dear friend. So we need the framework because nowadays they provide a kind of rapid application development. So that means, so we don't need to start anything from the scratch. We don't need to start anything from the scratch. We can just, with the help of that thing, we can just create a basic boilerplate template, and on top of that we can write our own things over there. Okay, so these guys help us in terms of good rendering approach also, and not only that, they also help us in terms of good faster logic. So this all helps we get to know from there only. There are Angular, there are React, there are Vue, they have different ways of rendering logics. We will discuss a lot about that in the coming slides. Okay, one more thing. For the styling part, it is for the JavaScript part, right? So if we only work with the JavaScript, see, at the end of the day, these all things are JavaScript only. But they are a kind of syntactic sugar on top of the JavaScript. So there are syntactic sugar on top of the JavaScript library. So that we can also think like some additional things that made our life easy. Similar way, CSS. If we have to write every CSS by our own hand, it will be troublesome. We cannot think like that, right? So what can we do is that there is again some component libraries there meant for the CSS. There is Bootstrap, widely used library Bootstrap. We can get help from there. MUI is there for React to use it. For Angular project we use Material UI. For React project we also use Style Component. We also use Tailwind CSS. Yes, and these all things. There are many more things are there. So so these all things makes our life easy once it comes to know about the CSS framework. Okay. Similarly, if we need some extra tool or something in order to install for our day-to-day work, we get it from the npm library. It is a kind of package manager, we can say. From there, whatever we need, we just bring it from there. Everything is present over there. Okay. So don't focus a lot about it right now. So our focus should be on the like why framework and how market is changing day by day with these all things. If you are a front-end engineer and you want to learn that, what should I learn? React, Angular, Vue, Svelte. There are some other things is also there. There are so many other things are there. So we'll come to know these all things in next 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you so much, my dear friend. Okay. So before coming to that, so let's have a quick history and short differences between them. So this guy is React. Okay, this is Angular. You can see that logo only, and this is Vue. Okay, this is created and maintained by Facebook. This is created and maintained by Google. Initially created by Ivan. His name is Ivan. Whatever the code he has written, he posted in an open source library, and invited other collaborators also. So many collaborators came and put some extra thing over there, and it became a very powerful thing, and we can use it. And initially it was created for a animation library. Later on, there are so many things added on top of it, and it became a powerful thing. Okay, and we can use it. Even Vue 3 came, that is supreme powerful. Okay, and React is used widely by Uber, AIR, BNB, AT&T, Google is used like Angular. There are so many other companies are using it. So main thing is React is this is also single page application we can also create single page application, but we can create using JavaScript. Here we write JSX kind of syntax and main pure JavaScript, but here we need to know TypeScript, and we can break the UI into different module, and we can create a large code applications. It's a very powerful tool. Okay, so it's a framework at the end of the day. So under one umbrella, everything comes under one umbrella, starting from routing, HTTP module, talk about form validations, talk about dependency injections, lazy loading, module dividations, a lot more. It has its own pipe, transformation logic, so many things. It's a heavy, huge application. It is offering a lot of things for us. Okay, but whenever it is any application is concerned about speed, we should go for React, and why that we will come to know. But even if it's a library, but it's not less than a framework. I hope you know the difference between library and framework, correct? Okay, so yes, so library is something which serves a single purpose of the job. Like for example, we use Moment as a library, Moment library used for date kind of operations and all, right? So even we use that in Angular, we use grid, something UI grid, ng grid to do some specific tabular structure operations and all those things, correct? So library is meant for doing a specific task, and whereas framework is a collection of different library, you can say. So it is a kind of standalone entire thing that it provides a lot of things out of the box. Okay. But being a library also, React does a lot of things, and as it is lightweight, so it is 5x times faster than Angular also. So we'll come to know these all things. But before that, let's try to understand one thing. So in React, we have a virtual DOM concept. What is that? So before that, let's see my live project. So your live project is running. This is a live project is running in made in React. This is in Angular and this is in React. So two projects I have built. So let's try to understand one thing. So whatever the things you can see, it's just I'm printing the time each and every minute so that it keep on prints, right? So if I inspect this, and you can see that, see this timing part. So see, try to see this one. See, this time is. So if you try to see this, so let me open the pen and to explain you in a detailed way. So this is, I have already explained you, correct? I have already explained you that this section of the page is nothing but, this section of the page is the nothing but what? This is the DOM structure. DOM structure, correct? So how this will be placed? Our UI will be looking in the same way. Like see, hello world was written here and hello world also showing over here, correct? And again if you see, like this time is, some time is printing, correct? So it is written below the hello world. So hello world below the hello world, so it was also written in the same way. But try to understand one thing, each and every minute once I am changing the time, I wrote some JavaScript logic to change the time. So it is just reflect changing this part of the page, right? But in case of Angular, what's happening? Let's see. It is trying to change the entire line, my dear friends. So what do you mean by that? So which is more efficient? See, this is called DOM, right? So in order to change something and get it reflected over the screen, it's a typical task. It is a expensive task. So now it's a single line. Now think about a very big enterprise application. Think about Flipkart. Every minute there are lots of change happening. So how many time I need to read and write this DOM, right? It's a lot of times, right? So this is not easy. This is an expensive task. But React can detect the particular place where the change is happening, my dear friend. And based on that, it is just updating the node where the change is happening. It's not changing the entire line. This time is this part I should not render, right? This part I should not render because this is static part. This is the dynamic part. Dynamic part should get changed. But rather than that, it is changing its own thing. So as I mentioned, there are different libraries into the market. They offer a different type of flavors. But this is one of the powerful flavor of React. They uses virtual DOM. Because of that thing, it is supremely powerful. So virtual DOM is a very big concept. Let me cover it up in a real quick time. Like every browser is having their own DOM, right? From the DOM only things gets placed over the actual screen. It gets painted, right? It gets painted over the actual screen, correct? But every time any change is happening in my browser, if I have to go and write and again come back, again go and again come back, this is an expensive operations. Because of that thing, what React does, so it creates a copy of the DOM in its own memory. And whenever any change is happening, for example, let's say it was a website, some line was written 54 and there was a blue color, and someone made some button click and they made it a red color, let's say, okay. They changed the favorite color to red, okay. So then what it will do, it will just check that okay, it was blue earlier, now this portion is getting changed red. Because of these things, no other things should get affected, only this should get affected. That goes to the main DOM and then update the cycle, and that gets painted over there. It is just, see, this guy is just painting these particular things, not that. Similarly, our time portion was getting painted, okay. See the time. So this time is getting painted, my dear friend. So we understood, right, how React is supremely powerful. So virtual behind the scene, lot of things happening, my dear friend. You should go and Google it. Like React runs its own reconciliation cycle. React runs its own, the React Fiber is supremely powerful. So they does the render cycle in such a way that it is supremely powerful and fast. Even if Angular is having their some shadow DOM approach, even if they are not working with the direct browser DOM, but still React is a very fast application, my dear friend. And because of that thing, every small scale applications, like whenever any business is concerned, if it is small scale, speed is concerned, they go for React because it is 5x time faster than Angular and other Vue also. So the reason is because of its own virtual DOM approach. Yes, my dear friend. So enough of talking, let's see some market data. As I mentioned, market defines us, correct? So let's see some of the links that I am going to show you. So let's see in last 1 year, how many people has searched React, Angular and view from the websites, right? We do Google search, right? So this is the website where we can search anything. So I have just searched Vue, React and Angular for last 1 month, see past 12 months, correct? Let's see the graph. So see here it is, like as of today, last week, 12 to 18 February, React is standing 97, my dear friend. Angular 36, Vue is 18. This is the cumulative value, median value of it. But see how React is powerful, how it is dominating, correct? And let's see some other reports as well. So I am going to show you some, like it's state of JS survey, global level, all the JS dev guys participate over here and they put their thoughts and they give a survey. So in the year 2022, across the globe, so this is the report, what all frameworks came into the market and how it is, they can share their thoughts. So see here the Angular it is, correct? It was in the year 2016, it was 68%, 66%, but there is a massive down block here, 41%, some increment, and at the end now it is 42%. Some guy was there, Ember.js is still very low, see 17%, market share, like Vue.js is staying where, like 77%, it's still high. And what about React? Yes, 92% it started and year 2023 83%. So again, React is dominating, right? So in the normal Google search also you have seen, Google Trends, and state of JS survey also you have seen. Now as I mentioned, like npm is the repository from where we download different things, right? We download different things and we come to know a lot of things from there, correct? npm repository, correct? So from npm, if we see how many downloads happened for Angular, React and Vue, we can come to know one more thing here. So let's see it. So in last 1 year, how many download happened for this? See, oh my god. And the orange one is React. See the count, my dear friend. It's just 20 million, more than that. How much it is? Yes. And what about Angular and Vue is too less compared to React. So React is getting downloaded maximum number of times in last 1 year from the npm library, right? npm trends is saying the same thing. And again, being a developer, you also know that Stack Overflow is another thing where we do, search when we are stuck at some problem or something. They do also a survey. In that survey, what we found is that Stack Overflow survey, if we see, where is that? Let's search React. Yes, here it is. So, see, React is 44%. So, these are the freshers, like who are just started to code. They are saying yes, 42%, Angular is, Vue is 13%, Angular is 10%, but the professional developers are telling React is 44%, Angular is 23%, and Vue is 19%, correct? So the thing is, whenever we see, be it, what can I say, man, like number of downloads, number of search, number of global survey, each and every place React is dominating, my dear friend. Stack Overflow survey, everywhere React is dominating. So why that's happening? The reason is, if you study our market, there is two type of market, mainly large scale and small scale. If there is 500 projects in the market, 500 projects for example in the market, small scale guys get 400 projects and large scale is 100 guys, 100 around that. So when I talk about large scale project, that means like think about a Google Analytics that is having so many things inside that, and if you click one pop-up, again some other so many pop-up will open, and there are individual lots of work over there. So that is that. But whenever it's small scale market is concerned, it's a normal portfolio website or some simple static websites, or think about it, Twitter, okay, Twitter kind of website, okay, some Facebook kind of website, okay, those all things. Not huge operations are happening, but yes, they are also doing powerful things. So those things are concerned about little lesser than large scale market, okay. So they are concerned about speed a lot. So they want their virtual DOM of React to come into the place and make some action, make some noise, right? So that 5x time faster things comes into the picture. So they are not using Angular. they are using React, my dear friends. And Angular is something powerful, but React is more powerful when it comes about speed. If your speed is concerned, definitely you should go for the React. And one more thing, my dear friends, as I mentioned at the end, that being a developer, this is really important, my dear friends. We are the developers, say this is you, and this is some cook, let's say for a restaurant, barbecue nations or somewhere else. So we developers has to have a mindset like a cook, right? What is that? Let's say we give a task to that cook. Please prepare noodles for me. Noodles, please prepare noodles for me. So what that cook will do? They can prepare the same thing in a pan, frying pan. They can put some water and make some noodles, right? Correct? They can also prepare in a pressure cooker, or they can also prepare in some karai also. But what is the right fit? What is the right fit for preparing noodles? Correct? So definitely frying pan is the best fit, right? Because we can prepare here also, but this is the best fit. He knows, he has experience that, oh, it is Maggi, so I should cook it here. If I need to boil something in a real fast time, then I can use it. If I need to make some chili chicken or this kind of some other things, ingredients, some sabji, this kind of vegetables curry or something else, so I can use this kind of karai, correct? Similarly, my dear friends, you think about different frameworks like Angular, Vue, React, Svelte, any other things, whatever it is, let's say Ember.js, Knockout.js, whatever it is. These all are your utensils. Now it is you who should understand what's your requirement. Based on that, you should use which one is needed for you. It might be React, Angular, Vue, or some other things. Here comes the engineering mindset. Like if your project is concerned about speed, definitely you should use the flavor of virtual DOM of React. If your project is a kind of large scale applications, you want everything under one umbrella that is supported by Angular, and you again want single page applications, so definitely you should work with the Angular. Okay, speed will be little less, but yes, it offers a lot. Even nowadays with the recent updates and all, it is supremely powerful as well. But yes, it needs some learning curve. We need to learn TypeScript also. Here we write in normal JS, and but as it is a library, a framework, it is having so many things. You need to have a learning curve in order to start from the scratch. Okay, but it is a market is there for Angular also, and Vue is something which came late and took the good things of the Angular and the good things of the React, removed the bad things of Angular and React, and it's becoming supremely powerful now. Okay, I worked extensively on Angular and React, and recently using Vue as well. Okay, so this is a kind of quick snapshot, my dear friends. So being a developer, that should be your mentality, because at the end of the day, some other utensils can also come, because in every 6 months something new is coming, my dear friend. That's something you need to keep in your mind. So thank you so much. So thanks for watching it. Thank you so much, my dear friend. So we'll come up with another video and in some days. Till then, thank you so much. Do subscribe it, so you are going to see a lot of new things and tech talks into this channel, and put down your thoughts into the comment. Thank you so much.